here today with Deacon Kevin G. Montgomery, and we just want to talk for a few minutes about your time here at First Calvary. Thanks so much, Deke, for being with us.
Thank you, Sister Lindsay. I'm so glad to be here.
Absolutely. Now, tell us how long you've been a member at First Calvary.
Well, I can actually tell you the day. I actually came for the first time to First Calvary Baptist Church on December 18th, 1988. And after going to several churches, we decided in April of 1989 that we would join. So the Sunday after Mother's Day, which was May 21st, 1989, I became a member, a part of First Calvary Baptist Church. Not in this facility, but in the previous one.
Awesome, awesome. So as we look to continue to celebrate Stewardship Month here at First Calvary, and we look forward to our next sacrificial Sunday, our first sacrificial Sunday of the year on next week, what does it mean to you to give of your time, talents, and treasures?
When I gave my life to Christ, I was challenged to start tithing. And I thought it was just about going to church. And I started doing that, but that was just the monetary part. But then I also got involved with teaching and then with volunteering and doing different things with the Scouts and different things like that, working with young people. So I found that you have more by giving than you ever have by getting. And God has never whatever I've given, He's always given me back more.
That's good. So that leads to the next question. Give us some tangible benefits of giving.
Well, there's a lot of, you can make a difference in other people's lives. People will come and see you and say, I remember you, or there's a joke that everybody knows Deacon Montgomery, because I can't walk down the street and people say, hey Deacon Montgomery, hey Deacon, so you get to know people. When we moved here, we came here knowing no one. And now I can't go anywhere and not see someone I know. So it broadens who you know and where you go. Also, you make a difference in other people's lives. And that's the most important thing, is giving back and sowing back. And then personally, my daughter grew up in the church. She was 10 months old on that December of 1988 when we came here. And then to watch her now bring her daughter up, it sets a foundation. So by giving to others, you also are giving back to your own household. And so I think that's important.
That's awesome. That's good. So you've been here many years, and you've been giving and doing what you do for many years. What's one thing, maybe even two things, that you would tell your younger self about giving of time, talent, and money?
It's funny you asked that. My younger self probably would have been, someone asked me that, what would I tell myself if I was 47 again, or getting ready to turn 50? No, I'm reaching another milestone, but not. And so I had to reflect on that. What would I tell myself is that the Bible is clear. Give and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So giving is not, you have more by giving, as I've already said, but when you give, it makes a difference in other people's lives. No one gets where they are by themselves, or him or herself. So by giving, you're making a difference in someone's life. You know the song, if I can help somebody along life's way, then my living will not be in vain. That's what it is. You can have all titles and accolades, but only what you do for Christ will last. So the first thing I always say is, by giving, you get more, even though it doesn't sound like that. Okay, then the second thing is that you grow. You grow as a person when you don't put yourself first. And then last, you said two, but I'll give you three, is your relationship with Christ grows closer. If He can give His own life for us, and all He asks us to do is give us our time and our talents and our treasure, and He's already said in His Word He'll reward us for that, I can't see any other way to live than to be a giver.
That's awesome. That's good. All right, last question. What is your prayer for First Calvary Baptist Church?
My prayer for First Calvary Baptist Church is that it still be a church of the people. It still be a church that makes a difference in its community. That our ministry always goes beyond the doors of this church. You know, the scouting ministry had a lot to do with bringing people in, people raising families here. So my prayer is that the legacy and the shoulders that this church was built on be continued, and that it's not about the individuals, but it's about this church and what it means to this community. And this community is not just the West End. It was at one time, but it's Durham, it's Chapel Hill, it's Cary, it's Raleigh, it's the Triangle area. And to continue to make a difference, not just by bringing people who can, but those who can't, and making a difference so they can.
That's awesome. Deke, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us.
You're more than welcome.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate you, and we hope to talk with you again soon.
Thank you. To God be the glory.
Amen.